In this video, we're going to show you how to make a battery interrupter that you can use with battery-powered toys or devices, and then you can control them using a switch. Here we go. First off, you're going to need a 3.5 millimeter audio cable with a female jack on one end and just an open wire on the other. We're going to take our wire strippers. We're going to strip off, it just depends on which toy you're going to modify, but I like to strip off about an inch of the outer sheath. That's going to get us down to our red and our black wire. Then we're going to use an even smaller stripping setting. And we're going to strip off the sheath from these about a 1/4 inch or so. Okay, now we have our two bare copper wires on the ends of our recently stripped cable. Next, we're going to take a piece of cardboard. I'm just using a toilet paper roll, and I'm going to cut off about a 1/4 inch section square of cardboard. I'm using a 1/4 inch because I'm making a battery interrupter that will work well with AA batteries, and a 1/4 inch seems to work good for that. Also, we're going to need to cut off 2 pieces of copper tape. Copper tape is just copper on one side and then tape backing on the other so it sticks. We want to make them just a little bit smaller than our cardboard piece. And that's 1 piece and 2 pieces. Honestly, the hardest part of this whole task for me is getting the backer off of the copper. What we're going to do is we're going to take our wire and we're going to tape it onto our piece of cardboard. So let's get our copper tape off. We're going to get the bare end of the wire on the cardboard and we're going to tape it down with copper tape. Now you see I've got it overlapped on the edge a little bit there. We do not want that, so I'm just going to tear that off. If anything metal from this side of the cardboard makes it around to the wire on the opposite side, then it's going to make the circuit connect right here at the tip, and your switch isn't actually going to be turning anything on and off. So we definitely want to make sure no copper. Oop. Here's the piece we need. We definitely want to make sure no copper makes it from one side of the cardboard to the other. Okay, we've got our black piece on this side of the cardboard. Honestly, this copper is probably a little too long. I also don't want the wire itself to connect to the other wire because it's hanging off one side. So I'm going to trim it down a little bit and make sure to tape it on snugly. Okay, it looks like we should have a good battery interrupter going on here. So that is it. All that's left now is to test it. Let's put it into our light up wand. And screw it all together. And get ourselves a switch. Plug the switch into our new battery interrupter and see if it works. There we go. Now you've made a battery interrupter that can work with battery-powered toys and devices and use a switch to control them.